tbsp. Good job. Peter, Pumpkin. Did you guys like that book?
Yeah. Mom, you said
Who made you?
God.
God. What else did God make? All things.
All things.
Why did God make you in all things? For his own glory. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. What is God? It doesn't make sense to us because we're not God, but he's everywhere.
Hello! Welcome back to my channel. Today, you are kind of getting a 2-for-1. I'm doing a day in the life, but then I'm also sharing what I eat in the day on a calorie deficit. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Go ahead and hit the like button, and then we'll get started. So we're starting off with breakfast. My husband took my daughter to work with him today, and then they're going on a date afterwards to get lunch. So right now it's just me and my 4 boys. For breakfast, we are going to be having eggs, bacon, and toast. Very simple. Please don't judge me. It is store-bought bread, which I'm sure you guys wouldn't judge me, but I feel like I need to say that. We were sick this past week and I caved and bought a loaf of bread. In case you didn't know, one of my goals this year is to not buy any bread, just to make all of our bread. But you know, sometimes when you're sick, it's just convenient and easy. So I'm using the last 4 slices of that for the boys. I'll also share on the screen throughout the video like a breakdown of the calories and how I logged them into the app. I'll show you my exact macros and calories, but I do want to emphasize, do not do exactly what I do. However many calories I eat isn't how many calories you should be eating. My portions are not your portions. You need to figure out your exact recommended calories by using a calculator. I did a whole video explaining everything you need to know about a calorie deficit. So if you're interested in that, I'll link it in the upper right-hand corner. Definitely watch that before watching this. Don't just do exactly what I do. So just had to put that disclaimer out there. So if it were up to me, I would just have my coffee first thing, but I know it's best to have some type of protein before you have your coffee. So for breakfast, I'm having 3 eggs, 4 pieces of bacon, and then I'll have my coffee with it. So I typically aim in each meal to just have a protein, carb, and fat. I have a lot of protein and fat with the eggs and bacon. And I think of the coffee as my carb because there's a lot of carbs in milk. So I'll eat that and get some work done while the kids are eating. Then I'm going to make my coffee, which is what I'm most excited for. I just do 1 cup of milk and then I add about a teaspoon, maybe a little less of maple syrup, and 2 tablespoons of collagen and about a teaspoon of creatine. I think like most women, I was like, what's creatine? Why would I take creatine? But there was a lot I didn't know about creatine. So one is that there's actually a lot of studies that show it's good for your brain health, which I've been on kind of a brain kick for the past year maybe, just wanting to make sure I'm taking care of my brain. So I was really interested when I saw that. But besides that, it also supports your hormones. What it's most known for is probably increasing your strength. It also helps support your bones and muscle. And lastly, it's one of the most researched supplements. It's one of the safest supplements to take because there's so much research on it. So yeah, I add that to my coffee. It doesn't change the flavor. It's just the last sip can be a little gritty. So, you know, mix it up as you're going. And then for collagen is, you know, one of those like beauty supplements that I feel like all the ladies are into these days, but it supports your skin, hair, and nails. It's good for skin elasticity, and I also love it for joint health. So now that I've made my coffee, we are going to go start homeschool.
You like this? Isn't that cool? Homeschool time! Yeah! Woohoo! Do you know what letter this is? B. This is one of my favorites. B is for behave. Is this uppercase or lowercase? Good job! Wow! And what sound does B make? B says B. B. Can you point to the uppercase B? Good job. Can you point to the uppercase B? Correct. Can you point to the lowercase b? Good job. Alright, I'll write your names for you and then you guys trace it.
I did a good job.
You did? I'm excited to see it.
Mama, you're matching.
That's your name.
Don't look like that. Look like this. I'm going to go blue board. I did it.
Wow, good pictures. I love them. Oh, you did a pink bird. Guess what you get to cut tomorrow? But that's tomorrow. Today, guess what you're cutting? A book box. Take me out to the crowd. Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. And there he kept her very well. Do you guys like that poem?
Yeah.
You think it's funny? I think it's funny. Goodbye, Cody. Who wants to read Barn Dance? Me. Okay. Barn Dance. He hummed a little do-si-do and flopped himself in bed with the wonders of the barn dance dancing in his head. The end.
That book.
Did you guys like that book?
Yeah,
That was a good one. You, hey you. Hey you. Hey you. Look up here. What number is this? 1. 9. 9. Today we're learning the number 9. A loop on top and then a line. This is how to make a 9.
We just finished up homeschool and now I am taking the boys outside for some much needed haircuts. I feel like I cut their hair differently every time. This is the one time we let our kids watch Paw Patrol. That's like their hair show. So the boys were all very excited to get their hair cut so that they could watch Paw Patrol. Also, my baby has gotten a lot more comfortable wandering away, and he kept trying to wander down our driveway. So if you see me run away a lot, that's why. And then my son Thatcher, he is our boy that is very particular about his clothes and his hair and all of those things. So he wanted me to take a video to show him his hairstyle. Wilder, I always say, just kind of follows Thatcher's lead. So then Wilder wanted to see a video of his hair. So now for lunch, I am having ground turkey and rice. The way I make the ground turkey is by first just adding the ground turkey to the pan, and then I season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. And then once it's fully cooked, I'll add in for 1 pound a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos, and then about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Today I'm doubling it, so I have 2 pounds of ground turkey and then I doubled the rest. But I will have that typed out in the description box below if you're interested. And it's almost like a Thai-inspired ground turkey. I don't know. I've made it for people before and they're like, what, that sounds weird. And then they love it. So definitely try it. It's one of my favorite foods when I'm on a calorie deficit. And I honestly crave it. It's so good. So in the app, I planned to have about 150 grams of the ground turkey mix and 150 grams of rice. I made a recipe for it in the app so I don't have to type out all of the individual ingredients each time I eat it. So if you have go-to meals when you're on a calorie deficit, that's definitely a nice thing to do. All of my children are pretty preoccupied right now, So I wanted to give you a little update. Today is Friday, and tonight I think we're gonna have a bonfire. So I want to go start making some homemade marshmallows for that. I haven't made a recipe yet in my Chronometer app to see how many calories those are or anything like that, but I will do that. Also though, we have these ice cream bars that are like pistachio Dubai chocolate ice cream bars from Costco. And I kind of just want to derail my whole plan and have one of those. We'll see. So the ice cream bars are definitely not a normal thing for us. I am just a pistachio person. I have always loved pistachio, like gelato as a kid. So once I heard of those, I was like, okay, I have to try these. And they were delicious. Now I'm getting started on the marshmallows. This is a recipe I've made many times before. I used to make them and have one every day just to get extra gelatin in, because it's supposed to be good for you to get gelatin in, and it's just made with like maple syrup, and they have egg whites, so they're high in protein, but I've never tried roasting them. Spoiler alert, they did not roast. When we put them over the fire, they just like melted. We just ate them plain, but they were still so delicious and high in protein and all that. Also, while we have a second, I just want to say that doing YouTube has been so much fun, and initially I was expecting there to be like a lot of rude comments and like, I don't know, but I have been so surprised by how nice all of you are. I am so encouraged by all of your comments, and I just love that I'm meeting so many like-minded people on the internet. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. I love seeing the same faces pop up in the comments, and I just love the little community that we're building here. Also, if you're not already, you should follow me on Instagram, because I feel like we get to connect in a different way there. One tip that I mentioned in my calorie deficit video is that I like to plan out what I'm going to eat that day the night before. So then I have a plan going into the day, and then that day I can adjust as I'm going. So right there I was trying to see like, okay, if I add the ice cream bar, is that going to totally ruin my calories for the rest of the day? And the answer was yes. So I decided to just stick to my plan, have an RX bar as a snack. It's definitely helpful to have a plan before your day even starts, because sometimes you can just spend all of your calories on breakfast and then be like so hungry the rest of the day. So I had planned to make chicken thighs with sweet potatoes for dinner, but my husband started the fire, and he also just started roasting hot dogs with the kids. So since they had eaten, I just decided to have the same thing that I had for lunch for dinner. So the ground turkey and rice is more calories than I had planned for the chicken and sweet potato. So I'm doing 100 grams of ground turkey and 100 grams of rice, so it all fits within my deficit. And that was the last thing that I ate today. So that puts me just 35 calories under my goal, which was 1,850. That also puts my protein at 139 grams, and that's 31%, and my goal was 30%. So I also hit my protein goal.
Josh, you're making it angry near me. Okay guys, we can't roast these.
Yeah, these won't roast them being cold.
So the kids are all down for bed now, and I am making my favorite tea. If you have ever had cinnamon Altoids, I always say that this tea tastes just like that. So it's very cozy and great for calming down before bedtime. It's also good if you're on a calorie deficit, because with a calorie deficit just comes you being a little hungry. So sometimes if I'm feeling a little hungry before bed, tea is kind of a nice way to offset that hunger. And then I'm feeding my sourdough starter because I forgot to earlier. And that's the end of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you would like to see more videos like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post videos every Tuesday and Thursday. I'll see you in the next one.